Hi Rob, Noah here with Audi Windsor. This is the 2020 Audi A4 Technik. Now this specific model is spec'd with the black optics package. So what you'll see is black trim along the rear, black window trim, and then also black on the front grille. It's also spec'd with the driver's assistance package, which I'll go through inside of the vehicle. That is the amount of space in the rear. If you want, you can fold down the second row. So that'll be done from the inside, which I'll show you as well. Now right there, you just heard the vehicle lock. This has smart key access, so it's a keyless entry system. And what this means is, as soon as you walk up to the door handle, there's a sensor right on the front, which is used to lock the car, but there's a sensor right on the rear handle. So you simply put your hand inside and you can hear the vehicle unlock. Starting in the rear of the car, as mentioned, you can fold these seats down. For reference, I'm 6 feet tall and I have plenty of room in the actual footwell, and headroom, I am comfortable. 12-volt outlet here. There are small converters you can buy, simply $5, that give you access to USB ports there. And then you have individual climate control back there with vent control as well. And then right here, 2 cup holders for each passenger, a small compartment. And if you lift up on the handle there, this is the 40-20-40 folding. So if you want, you can still not impede the comfort of the second row, but still have something a bit longer if you need to. I love this design. This is the Y-spoke, the 5 Y-spoke design on these Pirellis. Now these headlights, it's automatic headlights. There's a daytime running light that goes all the way across in conjunction with your turn signal, and then also automatic high beams. I'll turn the car on with push button start so you can see that. We'll turn those on. And I'll show you what it's like with just the daytime running light. Beautiful design. Now, stepping into the vehicle, on the driver's seat, you have 8-way power adjustable seating with lumbar support and a thigh extender. I tend to use that mainly on the highway because in the city you are moving your legs a bit more. But that is paired with 2 different memory seatings. Now this not only saves what you have as the driver's seat, it also saves what you have as the mirror adjustments. Speaking of the mirrors, on both front mirrors there will be a blind spot monitor that lights up right up there. If there's a vehicle in your blind spot, that lights up orange, and then if you have your turn signal on, it'll actually flash at you. And right here, very neat feature is electronic child locks. Right there, you can actually fold the mirrors in. Right now I have that set to happen anytime you lock the car. Now, it is a tilt and telescopic steering wheel depending on your comfort level. The driver's assistance package. this grants you access to adaptive cruise control. So while you're driving, all you have to do, use your pinky, set the cruise, it'll automatically adjust. And then right there, you're able to set the distance between you and the vehicle in front. There are 5 different settings. I tend to have it on the 3rd setting, gives a nice balance. And then that gets paired with the, right there, that button there, is your lane departure warning. So that will come up in the bottom right. That you can adjust the sensitivity to it, but that will try to keep you within the lanes as best as possible. Right there are your buttons for the automatic headlights. And then automatic high beams, you simply push forward, auto high beam. If you just want to have your regular high beam on all the time, simply push there again. Furthermore, on the steering wheel, this is Audi's virtual cockpit. So this allows you to have different view modes. This is my favorite. You're also able to adjust what you have in the bottom right. I like this because it's a nice clean layout. And if you want, you can still have built-in navigation right up there. But right here, different view modes. So you can go in or out. You can have it set to your phone. With the radio, you can change the radio station easily. And also your vehicle settings. If you go into the actual menu setting, you go to settings there, display and brightness, virtual cockpit. You're able to adjust it. So classic mode switches to your traditional tachometer there and speedometer. And you can also switch to that view and still have a navigation built in. But you also configure that depending on what you want. So if you don't want the display in the top right, simply press no display. But this here is the MMI system. So you have your home with many different settings in your favorites. You have your radio, you have your music, your phone. This also has wireless CarPlay and your built-in navigation. With the navigation system, you can simply answer phone calls with your Bluetooth, or you can press there, which is your voice command, and you can ask it to drive to a certain destination or input a certain destination. The reason they do that, they try to make it so you never have to take your hands off the wheel. So right here is to control the left side, what you have on the Google Maps or in your infotainment. And then right here is your radio control, and also to control the MMI there. And built-in heated steering wheel. I love the perforated leather that you have on the edges here. And you also gain access to that on the shift lever. Just down here you have one USB port. You also have a 12-volt outlet. Your drive select mode. In individual mode, or you can do one of the presets, but this allows you to adjust how quickly the vehicle accelerates, how sensitive it is to your throttle input, and also how stiff the steering is. So in sport mode, it'll be the tightest, and in comfort mode, it is the easiest to turn. This also, it'll be difficult to see during the daytime, but this has the ambient lighting package. So if you go to vehicle, you go to lights and visibility, interior lighting, you're able to adjust what you have as far as lighting that comes along there and lighting that goes along there. It's very difficult to see, but let me turn it to something a bit darker. So the impulse in red lights up right along there. It's very nice at nighttime. Speaking of nighttime, sometimes you don't want to have the screen on. What you can do is you can simply press that button and it turns the screen off fully. And anytime you want to turn it back on, you simply just tap. These are your parking sensors, which also gives you a 360-degree camera. Now, right now I have that set to the front, but if you press that button there, you are able to switch. You can go a better angle at the front. You can see the entire vehicle. The rear, also your front sides, and then your rear sides. Right here is automatic start stop. If you want to turn that off, simply push that button there. And this is your traction control. That'll turn it off. Mind you, I don't think you'll ever get stuck in this vehicle because it comes standard with Audi's Quattro system. Heated seats with 3 different zones for the driver and the passenger. And then this is also 3-zone climate control. So you can set the rear temperature here. You can have independent temperature for the driver and the passenger. If you ever want to sync all three up, simply push up and it does it there. I love this design of the A4 where they have the vents going all the way across. And you also have that thigh adjustment for the passenger seat there. Let's take this for a quick drive around the lot.